Please read the disclaimer. Hello, beautiful people. Shalom, money makers. Today's news is kind of easy. It's straightforward. We got two big news stories of the day regarding XRP, regarding the crypto market, the markets in general. The markets have heated up a smidge, not too bananas. We'll talk about why they're happy, but not too happy. All I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like a button and let's get into it. But before that, before we get a look at XRP, I just want to remind you about our new Telegram group. Already 315 of you have joined. It's free, right? So you just enter, that's it. I'm trying to get the juices flowing more, uploading videos there, more like vlog styles, more breaking news, things that are happening. It's a work in progress. I'm gonna get better and you guys are gonna get better. We'll get better together. We also have, of course, inside this group a second group that is for whales, so you can sign up to BYDFI, and all those that deposit at least $5,000 will be eligible to enter the second group, which is going to have a chat with me and with a representative from BYDFI and just alpha community. So if you're interested in that, link is in the description down below. But please trade responsibly. I'll get a commission if you do use my link. So thank you for that. It's just another way that you can support the channel with your trading and with the fact that you use my link. So again, it's an affiliate link and I will get a commission. So thank you for that. So right now, XRP is sitting at $2.49, up 4.5% on the day. You can see after we talked about the sell-off last night, right? XRP rose from that low where we were 231 all the way right now about 7.8% in the last 12 hours. Of course, we saw the spike here when President Trump signed bill ending historic 43-day U.S. government shutdown. And you can see the signing here with all the dudes clapping. Oh, no, there's it's not only dudes. But a significant, ending to the shutdown. The market, of course, reacted. You can see not just XRP, Bitcoin at 103,400, right? And again, Bitcoin, another day where it got close to going under 100,000, but it did not, and held for it's what, 6 months? No, less. When did it cross? In May. Yeah, May is 5, right? About 6 months. Yeah, we're in November. I was right. 6 months of daily closes over 100,000. So that's a significant milestone, right? Where it's been able to hold at these levels, even with all the FUD and everything that's happened and the 1010 and everything around that. Bitcoin has been able to hold these levels. Of course, again, people were anticipating October and November. But maybe the things that are happening right now are a precursor to what could potentially happen. Again, I don't know what's going to happen day to day. I don't know what the president's going to say. I don't know what's going to happen in the world news, right? As always, you need to do your due diligence. This video is not financial advice. It's only for educational and entertainment purposes only. Hopefully, you are entertained a little bit with my bad dad jokes. Ethereum up 3.5% at 3,536. In general, let's look at the bubbles, right? Oh, there's a big one there. But for the most part, we're not seeing anything. This is someone that popped into the top 100. It happens sometimes. But for the most part, we're not seeing any huge movements in the top 10, right? XRP up that amount. Of course, XRP has an extra reason why it is moving to the upside here today. I just wanted to see the fear and greed index. Whoa, why did that happen? Why are we down to 15 on the crypto fear and greed index? That's very interesting. extreme fear. We haven't been that low, wow, since April 9th. And even then, like the lowest was on here, right? Was on March 4th. Remember, that was the height of the, right, March. I wonder why. March 4th was here, right? So it was on the one of the lowest points of the cycle there. I wonder why the fear dropped so low yesterday. Was it fear of the government not coming back? I don't know. This is very surprising to me. But probably if the market comes back today, we'll see this value go up. And historically, by the way, when extreme fear is kind of unexplainable, you know what that means. I'm just saying. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out in the next coming days. Maybe it's the fact that we went up to 107 and then pulled back again to the 100,000 area. Maybe that is what created the fear. Very interesting. Very interesting that the fear is so high right now. Interesting. But for XRP, the big news, of course, is that the NASDAQ has issued the official listing notice for spot XRP ETF. Tomorrow launch is on, right, which is today. And you can see new Canary Fund CEO Steve McClurg gave the statement to Eleanor here, and it says, "We are very excited to go effective with the first single token spot XRP ETF. This would have not been possible without the leadership of Chairman Atkins, Commissioner Price, and all other fine people at the SEC who are pro free markets," right? As of 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Canary Funds XRP ETF is officially effective at NASDAQ certified. The listing clearing XRP to launch tomorrow at market open. So once market opens, XRPC, which is a ticker symbol for the Canary Fund, is going to be live. And this is, of course, history, right? History for XRP. The first XRP ETF is going to go live this morning. Remember, we had the Rex Osprey one, which wasn't really a spot XRP ETF. And now the question is going to be, right, what are the inflows going to be? Now, of course, this is the first one. So it will be interesting because, sometimes people maybe want to see what are the fees, what are the terms, right? And if Canary is approved, then, well, it actually wasn't approved. It filed all the right forms, right? It's the SEC was still shut down until the president, I'm guessing it's going to start opening up in the next few days. The fact is that the others will probably come soon, right? So when that happens, there's going to be competition between them to see who gets the volume, right? When you have just one, all the volume goes that way. No other alternative. But if we have 11, right, then it could be distributed between them according to where the best fees are. Historically, the most popular ones have been the ones with the most notariable name. We've seen this in Ethereum and Bitcoin, that Fidelity and BlackRock were the ones that got the most volumes because maybe they didn't have the best fees, but they had the most notoriety. And so when someone's looking and they're saying, oh, where am I going to go? They tend to go with the popular name or the name that they know, the name that's, household name. Whereas how many people, regular Joes know about Canary Capital? Not a lot, right? People that maybe are in the markets or in crypto have heard of them before, but for the most part, if they saw BlackRock one or Canary Capital one, they're going to go with the BlackRock one, right? Just because it's, they know what BlackRock is. They know that they have a big history and all that. So people feel maybe more comfortable going with the household name or the bigger name, let's call it. So it will be very interesting to see what are the inflows that come from this. Again, remember that the fact that this is history and it's very important and it's significant does not mean a straight effect on the price action, okay? We've seen in the past, for example, with the Bitcoin ETFs, that it was very successful in the beginning and it helped the price action. There was a lot of hoopla. There was a lot of, remember, it was the first, so it was significant and there was a lot, behind it. But the Ethereum one wasn't very successful. right? It was looked at as a failure. The price kept going down, and it might have made BlackRock a little bit, standoffish a little bit on creating more crypto ETFs. Although the Bitcoin one was successful, I think, internally said, "Well, look, the Ethereum one and then wasn't very great. The price action, there wasn't a lot of inflow, there wasn't a lot of fees, and of course, in the time when it was running up to the new all-time high, it was surpassing the Bitcoin one. So." Price action is affects a lot of the popularity, of course, of the ETF. People are not coming in when it's at the lows. That's not how it is. Smart money does that, but regular retail, what can we do, right? We don't have the retail. I'm putting myself in this in the group. We don't sometimes have the experience. We don't have the mental capacity, which I mean, it's also comes from experience, that we haven't experienced enough in the markets. Even if you are, let's say, in the markets for 10 years, right? But you invest once in a while, right? You haven't experienced a lot of scenarios. Whereas a company, a hedge fund that has, 30, 40, 50 traders there, and some of them are, every single day on the markets, reading, reacting, and they know what's happening. And even if the one that is investing in this specific asset hasn't, they have mentors and they have people. So it's a totally different scenario. It's a totally different, they're professionals, right, at that. So it's totally different how they have backing, right? Regular Joes and retail, we invest with a certain agenda, to, let's say, better our life, right? Financial freedom. Hedge funds, the big money, what are they investing for? Not for that. For that, but not for that, right? They're investing either for clients, right? So they have a goal for clients, and they have also, to grow the company or whatever. But it's not, when we were retail, we are much more affected by the emotions than, someone that's managing with a hedge fund. It's different. Okay. So that's just important to remember. You know what? I'm thinking about this. I'm going to start thinking like a hedge fund. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to start doing that. And so experience is very important in the markets. And so, we'll see how the XRP ETFs roll out, right? And do we ever get a BlackRock Fidelity one? Maybe soon, right? But it's a historical day. It's a big day. Two big news for the market. It's not going yet, bananas, but good movement to the upside for now. And it will be very interesting. Again, just reminding you about BYDFI. If you are interested, link is in the description down below. You can trade long, you can trade short, or whichever direction you desire. And they can do spot, leverage, and you get these bonuses once you sign up. You can also trade in crypto, so not just in USDT, but you can trade in XRP or Bitcoin if you are interested in that. Again, link is in the description down below. They are a partner of the channel, so this is affiliate link. I will get a commission, so thank you for that. But again, please, please, please trade responsibly. Okay, we'll see what happens with the market here today. I'm excited, but again, I don't know exactly how the market is going to move. Not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest, right? This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Don't forget to drop a comment, 8 for infinity and beyond, or smash that like button and join the Telegram group. Yes, it is open to everybody. Okay. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time. And like I always say, see you later. I forgot.